Now, if you haven't heard about the Bronco Off-Rodeo experience, let me tell you a little bit about it. Ford basically came up with 4 different destinations. You have Texas, you have Moab, Nevada, and New Hampshire. And these have different environments so that you can really put the Bronco and the Bronco Sport through those different environments and put them through their paces. Now, this is quite smart if you think of it from Ford's perspective. You have a couple of different environments where you're going to have a lot of drivers coming through and putting these vehicles through their paces. This is going to sort of bring to light any weaknesses that the Bronco and the Bronco Sport have so that they can actually, hopefully, enhance the product further from where it is today. So I'm really excited to see that, they are going this extra mile to try and create this test bed to where they can grow this product from year over year. Now, if you haven't signed up for the Bronco Off-Rodeo, or you received a random email from Ford that talked about the Bronco Off-Rodeo, be sure to go ahead and take a look, because for me it was something obscure that I didn't really know existed until I sort of clicked on the email and read more about it and went to the website. I'm going to put a link to the website here at in the comment section below. And once you check out the website, and just go ahead and sign up for those first-time buyers, it's going to be free. And I think that you can bring up to 3 guests with you. And you do pay for those guests, but it really sort of enhances your experience as well. By all means, if you're considering a location, you gotta really kind of pick which one you want to have your free experience on, because it will be paid after you do that first experience. And so far there is no numbers or costs that are public that tell how much each one is going to cost. So far, the Bronco Off-Rodeo is reserved primarily for pre-ordered vehicles and those who have taken delivery for the Bronco Sport Badlands and First Edition, as well as the Broncos. So once you arrive here and you're checked in, they're basically going to do a ground school where they're going to teach you about all the different features on the Bronco or the Bronco Sport that you are going to be purchasing. And so they will tell you just how capable they are. They'll show you some of the features and how to turn things on and off. And then they'll take you onto the ORX, which is the off-roading experience. Now, this is just a series of obstacles that are set up so that someone can understand exactly what these vehicles can be put through. And you'll realize that there is a lot that these vehicles can take on. We're in the Bronco Sports, which is the vehicle that I purchased, and I'm honestly astonished at what they can do. And for a lot of the guides that are running people through these trails, they all have really good things to say about this vehicle. We're on roughly over 350 acres of land here, and you can really put these vehicles through quite a lot. And they have set up a really great course here. Now, one of the best features that I found for this particular course was their speed course. This is one where they allow you to sort of pick up the speed of the vehicle just a little bit, maybe 20-25 miles an hour, and you can really get a good feel of what it feels like to take the vehicle through this course. And it's almost like a rally course. And I mean, obviously you want to do it as safely as possible, but it is a whole lot of fun. There's there's not many obstacles. They have a couple of large mounds that you need to go through, but I mean, it's truly fun, and it kind of reminds you of that sort of go-karting experience that you had as a kid, but you're just doing it with a Bronco and a Bronco Sport. And you can see just how quickly they can pick up, how tightly they can take those corners. And it really just is a truly enjoyable experience to be able to do that. So while there is a lot to do while you're here as far as doing the off-roading course itself, just being here at the home base is really quite awesome, because they've basically done a setup for each one of the Bronco and the Bronco Sports. And they've included all of the different features and all the different accessories that you can have on the vehicle. Like in the back here, you can see how you can have a tent on the top of the Bronco Sport. And you know, you can walk around, and the whole thing is just so Bronco centric that it's got such a nice feel, and it's a very refreshing one because you can tell that Ford's really going the extra mile here to bring this experience to everybody that is going to want to purchase these or that has actually purchased these vehicles. So as you're entering this facility, you know, they've created this whole new building, which is basically outlines the history as well as all the different characteristics. It has some Bronco on display on the inside, and it's just a really neat facility where you arrive here at the beginning of the day, you do your check-in, and then, you know, once you do your trail drives, you'll come back here and they'll provide you dinner, and then they will also provide you lunch on the second day. And that is just a really good experience to be able to see that they've thought through the whole process from start to finish to make sure that you are having a really positive and really Bronco-centric experience to know that this is really the right purchase for you. As you're sitting here in home base, you can go through to any one of these display Broncos. This is, I'm in a rally edition here. And you can just sort of make your way around and look at all the different features and accessories that they have, which ultimately Ford is wanting you to pick up a few or make the decision to have those added when you have your purchase delivered. And I mean, it's amazing how much detail and how much effort has gone into making people really understand what they're getting into when they're purchasing this particular vehicle. So one of the really neat things that I realized over the past 2 days is that they have these little Easter eggs that are both on the vehicle but also at the home base as well. And as you sort of identify them, they'll give you different stickers, which is just a whole nother level of interest while you're here and you're looking around. So just a really, really neat feature that's just this additional level of detail that is like amazing. You're like, how much care went into this place so that people will want to come here and purchase these vehicles, or who have purchased the vehicles and want to go ahead and get them fitted out once they can actually get theirs on order. So right now I'm actually sitting in one of the Big Brother Broncos, and I must say it's a really nice vehicle. I haven't had an opportunity to drive one here, but if you want to do that, it's a really easy solution. You just got to go ahead and purchase one or order one, and then you can come and qualify for the Bronco Off-Rodeo experience. Now, not all of the locations are open at this time, but for me, I felt like, I knew this was an experience I wanted to do, so I basically picked Austin, Texas to do it. But, as a Bronco owner, you get to do it for free when you do it the first time, or you have one pre-order. You obviously, you pay for up to 3 guests that can go along with you, I believe. And it is just one of those things that, it's an opportunity. If you've ordered a Bronco or a Bronco Sport, go ahead and do it. Don't ask any questions. Just, book it as soon as you can, because I pushed my vehicle a lot harder than I will push my own Bronco Sport, and it gives me a sense of what the vehicle is capable of, and I really like that. Being in an environment where you can do that and push your vehicle is really neat. Obviously, they do offer insurance for $75. I would go ahead and do that. Don't ask any questions, because the chances of doing something out here to damage the vehicle is... Alright, so one thing that I did notice here is that all of the vehicles that we were test driving or that we were driving are in really great condition. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just as you would see them on the road. And for being vehicles that are taken on an off-roading course, it is pretty easy for them to get banged up. And in fact, you'll see that one of ours had a skid plate that got damaged. So, we were able to switch out that vehicle very easily, very quickly, without any inconvenience, and we were back on the trail, just taking on more obstacles. But I mean, everything is very pristine out here, and I'm not sure how they manage that, but it's pretty cool to see that they take such good care of the vehicles that people are out here driving. It's not like you're getting into a dirty vehicle. They're basically cleaning it every night so that it's fresh and ready for you to drive in the morning. Let's talk about guides for a minute. Our guide was awesome. His name was John. He had been in the military for 10 years teaching people evasive driving for the Marines. And so now he's here taking us, city slickers through these back trails and teaching us in a very cool, calm, collected, and understanding way on how to attack these different obstacles and how to do our different approaches. At times, he'll get out of the vehicle and he'll guide us through some of the obstacles that we had to go through. And, that's all really appreciated, because it's a hard job to get people from all different backgrounds to be driving the way that you want them to. So as you're making your way around the grounds here, you will see that they have a lot of the different accessories on display that people can actually have included on their Broncos and the Bronco Sports, which it's helpful for you to be able to decide if it's something that you want to have included on your particular vehicle. Here we go, here's some more of them. And it's everything from just the, it can be a visual with a description and a cost, and just trying to really give people a sense of what it's going to take for them to have what they want on their particular vehicle. So another point to the Bronco Off-Rodeo is that if you think of it from Ford's perspective, they kind of have to create this brand name around these Broncos. The way that they are doing this to be able to bring drivers in at no cost, and then bringing guests along with them really kind of helps to spread the word about what this product is, how tough it is, and how unique it is, and really helps to drive the name out there. So I really am quite impressed with the way that Ford is going about dealing with the branding and trying to get the marketing and the word out there as to what the Bronco and the Bronco Sport is all about. All right, now as we leave our fun experience here at Bronco Off-Rodeo, I do want to ask you to go ahead and hit that subscribe and like button, because that'll make sure that this video gets seen by the Bronco Nation out there and everybody that's interested in coming out here to Austin, Texas to take part in this really, really unique experience. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.